guess those two games last year were wildly different. The big loss up there and then the heartbreaking double overtime loss here. Just what do you remember about those guys last year?
We're similar in styles. Both teams primarily play man-to-man, mix in a little zone. Just try to take care of the ball. Jamie gets his guys to play hard, and I think they're very well organized. And the game up there last year, we just didn't play well. And and I subbed a lot of guys in the game and played a lot of different people that probably didn't get as many minutes in other games. And then obviously the last game, I thought we played well, and just the ending was what we didn't want.
Seems like they do a great job with second chance points, and I know that's a real.
Yeah, they're very good, attacking the boards, and they're not as big as they were last year, but they certainly make a commitment to rebounding. I think they're plus 5 or 6 in rebound margin, and they're just they're a team that really they play very hard, very unselfish. Just like last year, they pass it very well. They have a lot of guys with very good assist to turnover numbers. They're just a very, very good team. Just very good. Don't beat themselves. Don't make many mistakes, and certainly their arena is fantastic with a terrific crowd and atmosphere. It's a great venue, good place to play.
Is this pretty close to a must-win game for you guys?
I don't approach things like that. If we win it, great. I mean, we obviously want to win, but that's not going to change a lot of things. And if you lose, you're still going to have more games after that. We can't control all the outcomes. We can control our performance. I was very pleased with our performance against Louisville. We had the number 5 team in the country at their place, down 2 with 6 minutes to go, after giving up a 17-0 run. So I thought we did a lot of things in that game to improve. I thought we handled the environment pretty well. Certainly we needed to make more shots to win the game, and we had a couple plays, turnovers that we'd like to have back. But I think if you ask Louisville, that they'd like to have a lot of plays back too, where we played very well. There were big stretches of that game where we controlled the game, and guys ran good offense against the zone, made good plays against the press. Our zone was effective. We rebounded well. So we can control, our performance, and that's really what we're focused on, and need to have another good performance to have a chance to beat a good Pittsburgh team.
Did you see some growth in that? You punched back after you got punched with that 17-0?
Yeah, I hope so. I think getting off to a good start gave our team confidence. We're still a little fragile that way and need confidence in games, and when they make a run at Louisville and 22,000 people are cheering, it's a tough place. And it took us a little longer to get our legs back under us than we would have liked. It probably cost us the game, but we did get there. We finally made a couple shots, back-to-back threes, and then after we made those back-to-back threes and cut the lead back down to 7 or 8, we really controlled the game there for the next 6-8 minutes. I thought we played better than them. And then it became a one-possession game with 6 minutes to go, and we just weren't good enough to finish it.
What are some of the things that you want to take from that Louisville game and try to be able to carry to Pitt?
Just being able to play through adversity under pressure and in an environment that's difficult. But you've got to be able to block those things out and just concentrate on your job. And, following a game plan better, like we did in the Louisville game. I thought we followed our plan perfectly. Had a couple things that didn't go our way offensively that we needed to do better at the beginning of the second half, in terms of some offensive efficiency stuff. But for the most part, we did what we wanted to do in the game and gave ourselves a chance to win in the last 5 or 6 minutes. And when you're playing in road games against good teams in this league, that's what you're trying to do, is put yourself in a position to win a game, late in the second half. And you've got to do a lot of really good things for 35 minutes to give yourself that chance, and we've got to try to do some of those again here at Pittsburgh. Rebounding is another one.
You talked about it being a difficult place to play. I mean, record-wise, it's almost unbelievable. 138-4 in their last 142 in that building, 227 overall. I don't know that people understand how difficult it is.
Most people just don't understand how good Pitt basketball is. I mean, in a lot of ways, Pitt's another basketball school in a lot of ways. They go to the NCAA almost every year. Jamie's done a phenomenal job there. Record attendance, sold out. I don't even know what the place seats, 13,000, and they've got waiting lists for season tickets. And I mean, it's a rabid environment. Their students are right on top of you. I mean, it's one of the best kept secrets, outside of that area. People, I think, in the Northeast know about Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh basketball, and they recruit a lot of players up there and have a lot to sell, and it works for them. But I don't think people down here, and people even back where I'm from in Indiana and the Midwest, don't really understand how good a program they have, facilities they have, the commitment they've made to their basketball program, and the kind of job that Jamie's done year in, year out is terrific.
Is this another one of those tough physical Jamie Dixon
Yeah,
games?
it is. They're big, strong guards. They're not the tallest team by any stretch, but they're Young is big and strong and going to be a terrific player. I mean, he's already a very good player, but he's outstanding. And then they play a physical style. They bump and grind you. And, Coach Patino referred to a couple of us in the league like that. And that when you play some of these kind of games, the fans and everybody, even he was talking about his team, they want it to be a 75-85 game, and some teams in the league, we just don't play that way as much, and it's difficult to do. And he referenced our game, he referenced the Georgia Tech-Syracuse game, Pittsburgh. He mentioned as teams that we bump and grind you more than some of the other teams in the league, and other teams run around and they get up and down, and really it's a scoring game. And so those are some of the similarities between the two teams, and certainly I think it speaks to their physicality.